What's up, MMA Digest fans? I'm Miles, the Black Santa Amos. I fight out of Orlando, Florida, out of Jungle MMA and Fitness. A little bit about myself, how I got the name Black Santa Amos was from my old coach, my first jiu-jitsu coach, Coach Ben Stark. He was an Ultimate Fighter alum. And then during the period of time, I was just growing out my beard. I didn't feel like shaving, didn't feel like going to the barbershop. And he was like, hey man, your beard is getting long, man. You looking like the Black Santa, man. You should use that name. And at first, when I was an amateur, I really didn't have a nickname. I was still a teacher when I first started fighting. And one of the commentators was like, you're a teacher and you're a fighter, so I'm gonna call you Ace, like Rich Franklin. So kind of like for maybe a couple MMA fights, amateur fights, he used to call me Ace. He's the only person that called me that. But then I was like, man, I don't really like that name. I don't want to use somebody else's nickname. So then, fast forward years later when I became a pro, I was like, you know what? Coach Ben did used to call me the Black Santa. So I'm gonna just use that. And then now that's the name I go by, Miles, the Black Santa Amos. I'm a black guy with a beard. There you go, the Black Santa. I first got into MMA actually in college through my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife. I was a little bit overweight. I was hovering around about 250 after playing college football. And I always used to watch The Ultimate Fighter on TV. Guys like Rashad Evans and Dean Thomas were, some of the inspirations as to, seeing guys like me, like myself on TV, former, black college wrestlers. And, even though I didn't wrestle in college, I wrestled in high school. Just seeing guys like those that resembled me in the sport of MMA. So I used to see The Ultimate Fighter, UFC all the time back when it was on Spike TV. And then my girlfriend, she used to say, oh man, you should just, why don't you just go try it out? It's a good way to, lose weight. Weren't you a state wrestler in high school or whatever? I was a district champ. And she was like, man, you should go give it a try. So, one day I just mustered up the courage to just look up, gyms nearby, gyms near me. And there was ATT Sunrise that I looked up that was close to my house, and then started there. And then, the rest is history. One MMA story I would like to share with people, stemming off my beard, that's my shtick, that's my look. Everybody recognizes, oh, the guy with the beard, the Black Santa. Actually, and they asked, hey man, do you ever cut it? One time I did cut it was back when I was an amateur for an amateur title for XFN, and people always joke around all the time, like, oh man, how much does that beard weigh? How much does that beard weigh? Well, actually it weighs almost a pound, because it was a championship fight at middleweight division at 185, and I was 185.8. So I'm like, oh man, I'm sweating, already so much weight. And I just said, you know what? The beard is holding a lot of moisture, a lot of sweat. Let me just cut it off. And then sure enough, I cut it off and I weighed in 185 on the dot. So, the beard weighs about a pound. If ever somebody asks me, how much does your beard weigh? I tell them, about a pound, 0.8 of a pound. My style of fighting is very, aggressive, pressure. You could say it's grappling based. But I do have hands as well too, but it's very, in your face, hard pressure up against the cage. I'm a grinding fighter, boom, take you down, ground and pound, or I can also stay long, strike with my hands too, but my style is just hard pressure, in your face, nonstop, high pace, volume. And then my next fight, for anybody in Orlando in the state of Florida, I'm fighting for Combat Night. Combat Night here in Orlando, March 13th is for a title, it's the main event. Middleweight championship. So if you're in Orlando, state of Florida, come on out. March 13th, you'll see the Black Santa in the cage.